Alrighty, guys. I want to talk about TopStep. It's a futures trading platform. I have been prop firm. I've been doing it for a while. I can finally give an honest review for anyone that's skeptical. Be like, something's off about this, because if you don't know about prop firms, they are where if you pass a combine or challenge, you get access to their funds to make real money. And it sounds too good to be true, right? But these challenges are extremely hard to pass unless you know how to do them. I teach everything how to pass these in Discord. It's fairly simple. I don't think it's that hard. It's more just controlling your emotions and all that. We'll get to that later. But I want to teach you guys. Let's talk about TopStep. Everything you need to know about TopStep and the rules, the regulations, and everything. As you can see, I have an Express account. I have an Express account, so I have passed the combine. But if you go to their site right in here, it will look like this, and we'll talk about everything. So the three things you have when you first come to the site, we have combines. They have different prices here. $49 for a 50K account. Ignore the 100 and the 150. 50K account is all you need because you can copy trade up to 5 of these, which we'll get into that later. But 50K account is $49. If you fail this, it is not the end of the world. You just lose $49. Whereas if you're doing a regular account, you can lose lots of money. So, yeah, I think prop firms are way better than personal accounts. And so with this 50K, you're only paying $49. $49. And you get access to $50,000 if you pass. That's a pretty freaking good deal, right? So, whereas if you did your own personal account, you know, you would have to put a lot more money in, and it costs a lot. But here's the ticker here. For this account, you cannot lose for a 50K account. You cannot lose $2,000 in a day, or your account's gone. That's just the thing. And in my opinion, though, if you're losing more than $2,000 of a 50,000 account, you should not be trading, right? Your risk management, your stop losses, you're doing something wrong. And if you had a personal account, you would lose $2,000. But with TopStep, you're only losing $49. That is not bad at all. And so I wanted to reiterate that this is why I think they're better, especially if you don't know how to really how to trade, or maybe you have a strategy, but you have those days where you know you're just not right there, and you make bad decisions. Well, then again, you're only losing that $49. But here's the thing, though. I have an Express account. To activate, once you pass this combine, you need to get $3,000. So to pass the challenge, you need $3,000. So in this sense, the downside is you're not making anything till you pass this combine. So it seems like, man, I made $3,000, but I don't get anything. But then after you pass the combine, then you get access. Then you get access to the real deal. So once you pass that, you get access to that $50,000, and then it takes you to something like I'll show you. It takes you something to the Express account. So you go from Combine into this thing called Express, and I'll show you how it looks like. You have to have 5 winning days of $200 or more. So if you make $200 for 5 days, it doesn't have to be straight days, just 5 days in a row. You can get access to, when you go to your settings, you can do a payout request. And how the payouts work, which is everyone's exciting thing. So payouts, you'd have to have you have to have the 5+ days, 5+ days of $200. They have to be 200 and more. It's not less than that, but the days still count. Even if you don't have, if you make like $50, it still goes into the balance, so you can cash that out, but you won't be able to get a payout, if that makes sense. So yeah, so you get that, and when you do make a payout, your balance will go to 0. So that's your stop loss. So let's say I got my account to 52 grand on an Express account. Well, then my stop loss is at 0, right? And so then if I got it to 52K, you can only scale out 50% of it unless you have 30 days or more of winning days. Then you can take out the whole thing. But if you do take out the whole thing, then your account's gone. So do keep that in mind. So if you have 55,000, you just want to take it all out, well, you take the 5,000 profit. If you have 30 days and more of winning, but then you have to do the whole combine and express thing. So yeah, so you got to get five plus of $200. When you do take a first payout, your stop loss or your trailing drawdown goes to 0, but it stays there. I can get up to, that's why you want to get a buffer. So me personally, I want to get to 54,000, take out the 2,000. That way I have that 2,000 buffer and then keep going through more. But this video is more just to, explain the reasoning of prop firms like TopStep. I trust TopStep because it is a reputable one. It's been around the longest. TopStep has lots of reputation. It's very nice. And like I said, for only $49, you get access to 50,000 as long as you can trade and as long as you also don't lose more than 2,000 a day. That's the main rule. Do not lose more than 2,000 a day. And when you look at this thing, you can see how I made $429 this day. Well, the max loss is going to scale up to it. So you can see this curve. You see how negative 2,000, since I made money, then this stays right in here. It always stays here, right? So if I make, let's say I lose $1,000 and then I start trading again the next day, well, this is going to stay here until you make money, then it goes up. So do keep that in mind. So I'll tell you right here, the only rule that you can't break is this max loss. Do not let your account balance, and it'll tell you the exact number. So yeah, and me personally, this is totally fine. You're going to go through, some experiences where you might blow a combine. And the difference is you're not going to be emotional. It's only $49. Whereas if you traded your personal account, you would have lost $2,000. Well, you do the math here. How many combines can I get in a 2,000 if I lost just $2,000, right? So 2,000 well, that's my bad. I don't know this is gonna work, but bear with me on the math. So let's say 49 times. Okay, so we can get a lot. Holy cow! 49 times 15. 49, I believe you can get 15 of them. Oh, actually, way more. 49 times 30. So you can literally freaking fail this thing almost like 40 times. This is insane. Sorry for my math. It takes a long. About 41 times you could fail a combine for $2,000. Whereas if you just made one bad trade in your personal account and it costed you $2,000, yeah, that sucks, right? That really does suck. Whereas for me, I pass the combine. I pay the $49. Now the kicker is after you pass it and to go to Express, you do have to pay an additional $149. You have to pay that $149. That's your additional thing. So do keep that in mind. Hold on, yeah, let's write this better. $149, and that's just to activate your Express account. Okay, so in all, if we do this right, you're paying $200 all in all for that combine to access the 50K. I mean, that is a good freaking deal. And if you're a good trader and you just don't have, access to funds and you want to be less emotional, this is the route to go. This is definitely the route to go. And so after you have your Express account and you've been making consistent payouts, let's say for about a month, then you get transferred to what they call a live account, which it's real money because Express is still simulated, but you get money for your trades. Whereas the combine is simulated, but you don't get money for your trades. It's just to get access to the Express and then the live. So I hope that makes sense. Me personally, don't worry about that as much. Just go over the rules. Understand that really start with the 50K account. The only rule you cannot break is do not let your account hit $2,000 daily loss limit, and you'll be totally fine. If you have 50K and you go to 48K, you've blown the account, you got to restart the challenge, pay the $49. But if you're really like, well, I want to, the most important role is to pass. And that's really where I come into. And if you join the Discord, and like I said, watch these day trading education videos. My favorite strat is literally this 15-minute simple day trading strategy using only one indicator following the trend, and then I have a 1 minute day trading strategy. It works all the time because a lot of people get hung up on these rules and I'm like, just try to pass the challenge first. Don't worry about all these other things. TopStep pays out religiously. They got thousands and thousands of traders, and unfortunately, over 95% of traders fail. They make a lot of their money on these fees. And then the traders that do win and the traders that are making money, they're taking a cut of that. And what is that cut? Well, I will say this thing. This is the coolest part about this. You keep the first 10K of your profits. You keep 10K. So if you make 10K from TopStep, that's all yours. TopStep don't keep anything after that. After that, TopStep only takes 10%. So you get 90% after that. Tell me that is not a good deal. You pay $200 to access that 50K account. You pay just $200, and you get that first 10K. And then if let's just say you have a very bad day, you'll lose $200. But the only downside is compared to this is you got to restart the whole challenge. But guess how long it took me to pass the account? It took me 4 days to pass this account. Well, they do have a rule here. You cannot pass the account in 1 day. So you can't just be like, I'm going to play CPI data and pass the account in 1 day. They have the consistency rule. People get confused about this. So if you have to hit $3,000, you can't make more than 50%. So what I do is what I do is I just look for the lowest, or like 1,500, right? That's the half mark, right? You can't make more than that, so I make sure I'm under $1,500. So yeah, just don't make more than 1,500 in a day, and that's pretty freaking hard. If you're making over 1,500, then you're probably going too big size. You're going too big size for a 50K account, in my honest opinion. So, and then after that, so realistically, you can pass in 2 days. I did it in 4, and you'll be totally fine. So this is the difference, in my opinion. I think prop firms are more superior than personal accounts based on my experience. I did both. I make more money doing the prop firms because I'm less emotional. I don't feel as scared. You know how scared money, if you're scared, you just can't, do it. I take a lot of the setups. They are A+ setups, but I feel more comfortable doing it on a prop firm because I know, that the psychology is good. What is my max loss? $200. That is it. And then I have potential to just make tons and tons of money. So I really hope this goes over it. Like I said, when you come into here, you start your trading combine. You can see it. It's $49. And you had this nice trade report. I'm wondering if I can access my one that I passed here. And I launched TopStep X. I want to go over the charting here too for you. Let me see. Yeah, so you can. What's really nice, you had this nice, journal too. You can see like what is your average win loss, what's your win ratio, what's your profit factor, what's your total P&L, and all that. And you can see like, how was your journey for this day and all that, and it just records it. Very nice journal. That a journal like this you would be paying a lot of money for every month. And so it just really hones in on your skill and be like, well, if I'm looking at my win rate, I tend to lose more on trades at 2 to 5 minutes. At this mark, some reason I lose. And then you can see on 10 to 30 minutes, I lose. I do best on the 5 to 10 minute range. And so you can kind of like adjust, like, what's, how to fix things and all that. But this is the charting feature. You're going to use TradingView. I use this upper to write things on. But here's TradingView. Everything you need to know. You have all your tools here, your time frames here, your indicators. Everyone knows TradingView. TopStep X is literally TradingView integrated into it. And they even have literally the news time frames right in here that you can look into. Like, you'd be like, oh, shoot, I didn't know at 7:30 or it would be 8:30 my time Eastern that there is U.S. durable goods and the impact is high. And stuff like that. You'd be like, oh, I didn't know that, right? So, yeah, definitely keep this in mind. And like I said, the most important thing is passing these things. I think you go, if you go into like trying to understand all that, what I told you guys is the basic things and everything you really need to know about it. We went through the payout structure. We went through, the roles of it. and the consistency role. There's really not. It to me, it's not that confusing. Maybe because I've been doing this for a month, over a month now, and like I said, I'm brand new to the industry, and I started passing these things like hotcakes. I passed like 4 of these things. Yes, I blew an Express account, but I've also gained a lot by the time I blew it. So it's just like it doesn't even matter. If I make $2,000 and I blew it and it cost me a total of 200, my R&R, I made $1,800 on that one. So you can see like it's not really emotional, and I learned from that experience. Trading is a learning experience. But if you really do want to pass these things, I'm not going to copy trade you. I'm not, but I'm. If you're just really just like, man, this sucks. I can't pass a freaking challenge, and there is people like that, and there's a lot of reasons probably why. I could give you guys that strategy and everything, and then somehow, somehow you manage to still not pass it. I think a lot of it is, trust the system. Understand what system you're doing. Don't be jumping around each system and be like, man, I lost this trade. This system sucks, right? You clearly see that my system does work. I passed 4 of these accounts. I've been doing TopStep for 1 month. I have access to a lot of the funds. And if you're making $400, and the beauty thing about TopStep is you can copy trade. So if you're making like $400 and you copy trade, 5 of these counts, that's $2,000 a day. So do keep that in mind. So you can copy trade up to 5 accounts, and so that adds up. So yeah, I'm willing to show you the strategy that works for me. I can give you guys the path, give you guys, that's what I've done that works, and it's like I said. Trading should be very simple. It should not be hard, and that's the main thing everyone's concern should be: how to pass. It's not like what's the payout structure. The payout structure is super easy to understand. But definitely just learn how to pass these things. Then we can walk that route. When you get to that point. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, be a part of the community, I do the futures chat. I literally post screenshots of everything that I'm going into, and then I do live streams if you just want to just follow along. But to join the Discord, it's super easy. Just click the link down below in the YouTube comments and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord. For my alerts system, it'll take you to this free chat landing page. All you have to do is hit day trade chat or day trade alerts, and that'll give you access to the highest tier or server shop. Up in here, you can see the 2 memberships. It's literally so cheap. Like if you're paying $49 for a challenge, and let's just say you blew I've seen people blew hundreds of challenges and they can't figure it out. Pay the $12, figure out the strategy, or just it's just be a part of a community. Understand, I'm going to teach you guys proper risk management. That's the one thing that distinguishes beginner traders to pro traders is your proper risk management. And once you learn that with a proper strategy, which I have all here in the day trading education, and then being part of the community, the futures chat, joining in the live stream, I have no doubt you'll pass it. I have no doubt. But I'd rather say, this is more superior than personal trading, just going with your own brokers, because if you're not a profitable trader, over 95% traders lose day trading. You're going to lose a lot of money. So why not just ease your emotions, try this prop firm out TopStep. It's $49 for a 50K account. And guess what? Once you pass that, you don't get charged anymore every month. You'll get an email saying because you'll have to be billed every month. But like I said, you should not trade longer than a week to pass this. I think a week you should easily pass. So, and then after that, you pay the activation fee for $149 when you pass. And then you're good to go. So I hope this kind of, helped you guys out. I do more videos like this over time as because like I said, I've been doing TopStep for, a month. I passed a lot of challenges, went to Express accounts, got some payouts. It's been nice. I don't think it is legit. It is really, if you know how to trade, this is the route to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And you guys are more than welcome to join the Discord. It's a nice community. I think you guys are going to learn a lot. All right, peace out.